Hey guys, it's Christine here at the Hive. Did you catch that? A message popped up just as I was going to say something and it completely distracted me. That happens, doesn't it? So let's start over. Hi everybody, this is Christine. I'm coming to you live from the Hive here in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. Woohoo! On a Monday night. I am here to work on the paper pumpkin with you. The paper pumpkin is the expressions in ink. There's Carissa, woohoo, and Faye. Awesome, awesome. So, oh my goodness, I was tardy, 2 minutes tardy. Only because I forgot to go get some stuff for the alternative card. I am going to be using alcohol, rubbing alcohol, and some paint brushes, the alcohol, the aqua painters that Stampin' Up! Has. Thank goodness we had a team swap party yesterday and Carissa made a beautiful card yesterday using the blends and rubbing alcohol. So she walked me through how to do it. So I am pumped and excited to make an alternative card with you guys. So hi Roxanne, hi Deb, hi Jennifer. There's Sherry Martin and Lynn Beasy, woohoo, Jean Benson, Jennifer. So, my glasses are really schmeary. So, oh my gosh, it's Monday. This is not normal. So, I got home from work and it was about 5:15 before I got all my ducks in a row and started to think about pulling stuff together. You guys, I'm a procrastinator to like the best of all of them. So, hi Kathy King. Hi Mary. So, let's see if that's better. Oh my goodness. Okay, they were really blurry. So, we have the June paper pumpkin. And for those of you who are on my email distribution group, you saw that I sent a reminder about it. And also now that this one is going to be done, I'll start telling you what the next one is for July called The Adventure Begins. So, oh my gosh, these paper pumpkins keep rolling in, guys. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Susan. She got her kit today. Woohoo. Hi, Tammy. So, yeah, I'm so excited. I got to show you guys what I got going on here. I was just so excited with all these beautiful colors. If you guys know me a little bit, you know I love purple and pink. I like purple more, but look at this beautiful box, okay? So pretty. So the alternative card is going to be, here's a little sneaky peeky. It's over here, right on the corner. Can you guys see my finger over here? There's Carissa Alberts is on my team, and she made a stunning card yesterday for our team swap party. So I'm gonna case her card with purples and pinks, potentially pulling in some green. Just those colors, not quite sure. I've got some purple and the polished pink ribbon. So I'm excited about the alternative card that I just want to shimmy right through the box itself. Isn't that crazy? Hey, Julie Bierschbach. Yeah, I'm excited for this kit too. I think I'm more excited to show you this alternative. Hi, Charlene. But first, let me show you this card. How many of you guys watched Craft Roulette on Friday night? I was Mary Gunn, her guest crafter on the show called Craft Roulette. The elements for the card that I had to make were a slimline card. It had to be something in the afternoon. It had to have foil. So my little guys over here that are hanging off were foil, and it could not have green. So this is what I came up with. So if you guys recall, if you've been using Stampin' Up! Products for a while, you would remember this Build-A-Bike potentially. It's a stamp set with dies that is called Build-A-Bike and the bike dies. Hi, Gail. Hi, Deb Norman. So that I had to show you guys that first off. I don't plan on going through any of the July cards that I have coming up with you guys. I've been showing them to you quite regularly, and I'm going to wait until I have the beginning of July. I'll have the August cards made. My plan is by the end of this coming week to have the August cards done, the peach cards for the ink, paper, scissors, and also the Simply Elegant bundle class, and then the August monthly class. So come July 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, whenever I get all those done. Hi, Holly. Holly, I think I need an address from you. You won a card from one of my past online classes, and I just need an address to send it to. So if you want it, all you have to do is tell me where to send it. So, hi, Chris Duderenke. So I plan to go live sometime over the weekend. I'm not sure if it'll be when Tyler and I have some tentative plans to go out and about. But once I have all the cards done, and when I do that live is when I'm going to do the drawing for the mystery card night. So tomorrow night, guys, stay tuned. Tomorrow at 5 p.m. Central, we're going to be doing mystery card night. If you don't know what mystery card night is, go to my calendar of events at cardsbycrispy.com and go to tomorrow, June 29th. And you'll see all the instructions for clue number 1 of what papers to have ready. Hi Arliss, hi Karen Wetstein. So you can have your materials ready and we're gonna make a card together. Note though, it's not at 6, it is at 5 p.m. Tomorrow is my mom's 70th birthday and we're going out for dinner. So I need to be done by 6, which it usually lasts about an hour, guys. So from 5 to 6, we're gonna be live doing the mystery card night, and then by 6:30, we're gonna be sitting at a table. That's the plan. So Tyler better be home from work and ready. So hi Deanne, hi Christine. Oh, I'm so happy that you like the lives and the tips. So you guys, oh no, what was the grumpy face for? You guys don't give me grumpy faces on Facebook. They don't like that. If you don't like something on Facebook, just don't comment. Yeah, they do something with algorithms with the grumpy faces. So don't give me them. Give me happy faces. So yeah, so to mystery card night tomorrow. And then what I normally do is I do the drawing live on Thursday. But normally I do mystery card night. It had been on Monday. So because I'm going to do it a day later, then I'm going to give you guys some more time. So the earliest we would close down the card submissions for mystery card night are probably by Saturday, because I won't have all the cards ready before then and do the video before then. But no, by Saturday you have to get your card submissions in. So for tomorrow night, just know that's what I'm going to tell you again. So, all right. Yes, if you guys can't make it live at 5, that's okay. You still will have plenty of time to catch the replay and still watch it. Then you can start and stop it as you want to. That helps some people as well. Hi, Megan. Yes, so mystery card night was supposed to be last Monday, but I had a family event. You guys, you got to do that family stuff when it comes up. And so I appreciate you guys, the flexibility that I have, that I can alter things. And I hadn't published Clue 1 or the official event yet, so I had some time on there, and so we pushed it out. So yeah, and then I go and schedule it on my mom's birthday, but the timing worked out okay. So hi Sandy Wicklander. Okay, so just that's what I've got in the works for cards, and that's why I won't show you any. So what do we have tonight? I'm looking around to make sure there's nothing I meant to tell you guys. So June 30th is coming up. It is on Wednesday. That's the last day of the month. So if anybody's looking to get anything out of the mini spring catalog, make sure that you get that order in by June 30th. Oh, you're the Christine from Fond du Lac, now living in Central Florida. Awesome, another Christine in Fond du Lac. I love it. So Christine from Fond du Lac, you should check out coming to the Hive here for a class sometime. I'm probably in your backyard. We're a lot closer than Florida was. So, okay, so June 30th, last day of the month to order out of the spring mini catalog. And then I'm so excited. I got my holiday catalog officially in the mail today. For being a demonstrator, you get the catalog early. And so I can get my first demonstrator order in for the pre-order for the holiday catalog starting on Thursday. So fun stuff. So I've got everything kind of was in disarray. We had a team meeting here yesterday. And so all of this got moved over there, and so I hope it looks like we got it all back in order. It kind of looks okay. So, all right, so June paper pumpkin, you guys. It's called Expressions in Ink. I'm in love with the box. It doesn't take much to make me happy when it comes with purple and pink. So, hi, Mary Jean. So, what is Expressions in Ink? So, we're going to be using these tonight, you guys. They're brand new. They've never... Oh, Kelly must have used these. So Kelly used them. Hi, Kimberly. Yay, you made it. Okay, so Expressions in Ink is a suite in the annual catalog. And that's what this paper pumpkin coordinates with. And I can go easily to my tabs and find Expressions in Ink. A lot of people are going crazy over this right now. The designer paper is on back order, but they made this paper pumpkin to coordinate with this stamp set, with this, I don't know how to say it, but it's an ephemera pack. If you, I gotta hear somebody say it and then I'll know it. But it's a bunch of die cuts with gold and little gems in it. And then there's a pack of designer paper that is in this suite as well. So I have some of the products here to show you. This was the stamp set and then the dies that go with it. I plan to use this guy right here for my alternative card. I'm thinking in my head, that's my plan. And then this is the paper. It's got a gold hue, like a gold accent on one side of each of the sheets, and then it's mixtures of colors. These are all the colors that go in this suite, so lots of the pale papaya in here, and then polished pink and the magentas and greens. So very, very pretty, like artistry-ish. I know that's not a word, so don't, I know that. You guys, I make up my words as I go. So back to the box. Hi, Jolene Shry. Okay, let's open this puppy up. So, oh, here, Gail's telling me F.E. Murrah. F.E. Murrah. Is that right? Am I saying that right, Gail? F.E. Murrah. F.E. Murrah. F.E. Murrah. Okay, I gotta say it faster probably. So, all right. So we're gonna open up our box and see what's in here. You guys, I do have, I don't know if you guys caught this, but I do have a few left. One of them is spoken for, but I believe I have 2 yet. So if anybody gets done with watching tonight and you wish you would have gotten it or you want another one, you would just need to reach out to me and we'll make it happen. So let's pop back down here. You guys are trying to help me. Hi, Sonia from Australia. Ephemera. I'm going to stop because you guys are probably getting sick of me trying. So, all right, let's get this off of here. Throw it on the floor. Okay, the box is super pretty. Love it. The colors that you get. Yeah, you guys, I didn't flip it down. There we go. Sorry you got my forehead for a while. So the colors that we get in here are Bumblebee, which is one of last year's in colors. And then Evening Evergreen, which is one of the new in colors. So that's cool. And then you always get a set of stamps and it says, "You are amazing, sending hugs." And then there's the word many. Congratulations, thanks for everything, the flowers and those. So let's look and see how those correlate with these, if they tie into the same font or anything. Sometimes they, oh, like there's another splotchy right there. Those are cool. Those make really cool backgrounds. If you're looking for something to add texture or color to the back of something that looks a little plain or blah, that kind of stuff is cool in the background. Okay, then there's a little slip in here, it looks like, that says Expressions in Ink. It coordinates with this paper from the annual catalog, which I just showed you. And hi, Robin. Hi, Patty. Patty Stebbins. I think that you also won a card from one of my past card making classes. And I need your address to mail it. I had posted it in a post when you won, and I didn't hear back. So I still have it sitting in there. I believe it was from the strawberry class, if I recall correctly, and maybe I'm not, but if you want to check in with me after class, you should let me know if I can double check that for you. Okay, so let's open this up and look and see what we have here in our paper pumpkin. So the one thing that you didn't see in my paper pumpkin was a block. So they do send a block in each paper pumpkin, the first one that you ever get with an email address. And it is a D block. I'm not sure if it's this exact one, but it's this size. And after that, then how they make the stamps is that each stamp will fit on that block. So one of the things that you can consider if you like having extra blocks for the stamps that you have is just getting a couple extra blocks in here. Oh man, look at this. Oh yeah, like Patty, just message me later, like email me here or text me and ask me to double check as a reminder because my mind gets going crazy with card making right now. So look at the sequins, you guys, they're shimmery. So they have iridescent in them. So there's pinks and greens, they're kind of a rainbow. You get a little strip here of the dimensionals. you get these little baby glue dots. People love them or they hate them. So I have a community at mini glue dot spot. So that's where the people on my team and my customers that don't like them, they come and bring them. So these are nice though because they're really little. So if you have smaller embellishments, they are actually smaller than what come on this roll that you can get. Okay, the back side here is always the set of instructions. All right, let's see what we got here. That is exactly what I was looking for. I wanted to see pink and I wanted to see purple, and I like how they mixed in the bumblebee here. So for the green lovers out there, you are definitely gonna love the green one here. So there's 9 cards, and when you open this up, the instructions, oh my gosh, they revamped these instructions. They used to not be in color, so it's nice to see them in color, and they kind of show you steps of adding different layers and what to stamp on here, and they have one for each card. So that's pretty cool. Did you guys notice that they made, excuse me, I almost sneezed. Did you notice that they changed these instructions? They look really revamped, or like vamped up. Back here, they actually put a picture of everything that is in the kit. Isn't that cool? Okay, here's some alternative ideas that you could make. I didn't go with that. I went with Carissa's idea. I'm showing you a little sneak peek here of her card. I'm showing you half of it so it can get your mind twirling. Hi, Latokia. Hi, Angela. Oh, Angela loves the glue dots. Yeah. Like, you just have to know how to get them off of the sheet. Okay, so let's see where to start. So I'm not planning to make every card with you tonight. What I plan to do is make one of each of them so that you can see how to make them. And then I'm going to go ahead and show you the alternative card. So let's see. Oh, there's different sizes. So you have 3 white envelopes that are for a smaller size, and you have 6 that are for the 2 larger cards. Okay, so let's set those off to the side. You know, we don't need these right now. So let's move this stuff over yonder. Okay, so if you're working on how many of you, I want to see a shout out. How many of you are working on your paper pumpkin right now? Hi, Helen. I'm curious. Give me a thumbs up or a like or a heart if you are. So let's pull out our pieces and honestly, paper pumpkin, paper pumpkin appeals to the majority of beginner crafters and casual crafters, people who want to make and create at home but don't have a lot of supplies. And then what happens is if you are an avid crafter, oh, look at all those likes. Okay, Bobby is, yay. So hi, Judy Bobo. If you're a more avid crafter, that's where it comes in, where you can think outside the paper pumpkin box is what they say, and use some of the materials to make alternative cards. So you're gonna notice if you use Stampin' Up! Products, you're gonna notice that the cardstock is not quite the same. They have the paper pumpkin at a price point that appeals to more beginner crafters. So you'll notice when you're working, oh my God, this is pretty. You guys, can you see that? Wow. So you're gonna notice that your card base is colored on one side. Hi, Linnea. And then it's white on the other side. That is intentional, and that's with paper pumpkin. Hi, Megan. Yes, you're saving it. Cool beans. It's nice to save it so that you have it after the surgery. Okay, so you guys, I'm in awe of this purple. Oh, it's so pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Okay, so we're gonna set one of those aside, and let's see what else. We're gonna make 3 little piles. Now, as you're doing your piles, you should keep all of them, if you wanna work on all of them at the same time, that would be great. So then on here, you're gonna notice they have 4 languages. There's Danke, Mercy, and Thanks. So I'm gonna pull out the Thanks here, and that's what we're gonna need for the green card. And then we're also gonna I'm gonna pull this flower out. So if you know friends who speak these languages, they would love to get a card that has their thank you in their language. So you don't always have to instinctively throw these out. You have to think about who's receiving the card. Okay, so that's gonna go with that one. And then there's a yellow, let's see here, there's a green card. So let's pull that because I pulled the thanks. So this green is Evening Evergreen. Look at this. You guys, it's so pretty. Oh my gosh, when you put that on there, it just pulls that out. this picture does not do this one justice at all. So you've got your green and you've got the thanks goes with this one. So I'm gonna set this extra green stuff off to the side and that green base right here. And then this yellow one is bumblebee. So you guys, bumblebee, crushed curry, daffodil delight, they're all very, very close. So, so that uses these vellum pieces, the bigger vellum pieces. So I'm gonna take and move these out of the way. There's some extra sheets here for the vellum for the other cards. Now the yellow one also uses some die cuts here, as well as this one uses this die cut. So we'll set that there. Hi, Jody. Yes, you know, it would be, I know every now and then they offer paper pumpkin internationally. There are some select kits that they do that for. And I'm sure that they're always thinking about how they can expand into other markets. I know they're in Canada now. So, all right, so we're gonna grab one of each of these, it looks like. So you gotta be very careful with this one, guys. I would not sit and pop out all 3 layers at the same time on this one. They're very delicate. So there's one. Hi, Lisa from Pennsylvania. All right, so let's grab this one. You guys, these are so pretty, but you have to be very careful. I feel like these could definitely rip on you if you tried to pull them out too fast. And then there's one more here. Yes, Holly, I love these purples. Oh my gosh, they're so pretty. Okay, so let's get this last one. So I'm kind of just gently wiggling back and forth to break them free. They're kind of attached at certain points here. Oh, Mary Jo loves this set. Yes, me too. I can't wait to get these made. They're gonna be so pretty. All right, maybe I don't want to sell those extra boxes that I have. Maybe I'll end up keeping them for myself. Okay, so then this guy's gonna go here. Nope, this goes with the purple, and then this one goes with this. So they make paper pumpkin so that it's a relatively easy process for people that they have a good crafting experience. So I have my piles here. The other thing is that there's thread, so we'll use thread in there. Now, I like to save my spots and give them away for prizes along the road. And so I choose not to open my 2 little spots that I have here. I actually use my own big stamp pads so that I can save those. And I have a bumblebee here, and you guys are gonna have to give me 10 seconds. I have it set aside for class. Here's my evergreen. Okay, sorry about that, guys. My mind was on this and this before I sat down, not getting an evergreen ink pad. Okay, so we've got our colors, and again, if you are using these little spots, which you guys should, if you don't have these colors, definitely use these. So how you do, you take a scissors and you slice this. I leave one side connected so that the cover always is attached to the base, and you flip the cover back. And then instead of, because you don't have as big of an ink pad, now the covers flip back, you're gonna hold this ink pad and ink upside down is how I refer to it. But because I'm using the big ink pads, so I open up like this, and then I'll slide it and I will dip into here. Holly's asking if, she wonders if you could sponge the words and the flowers. What do you mean by sponge? Yes, I feel like the white gets washed out too. Oh, I don't know. You guys are maybe talking, I think the words would have popped more in black. Oh, definitely. Oh, absolutely, you guys. They gave you a green ink pad, which it looks very dark. So this is your kit. When you guys get this at home, you do not have to follow the instructions. You can stamp them however you want. They're your cards, make them your own. And now that you guys are saying that on here, I'm watching your comments, I will not be stamping any of these in yellow. I promise you, I will be stamping them in the evening evergreen because, well, the evening evergreen will look phenomenal with both of these. It'll look good with this one, but I absolutely agree that black would look good on this one. But there is evergreen in this label right here, so the evergreen will match with it just fine. So hi, Debbie. You didn't realize there was a word on it until I moved it. Yeah. Hi, Lisa. Okay, so just remember, you guys, whenever you're, even if you ever get card kits from me and I say to do something a certain way, you guys are always welcome to change anything you want of what I send to you. So we're going to do green, everybody. All right, so take that and fold it in half. Now, you may not have a bone folder at home. If you don't, you could use one of these little spots. That works too. Basically what you're doing is burnishing the edge. You're giving it a nice crisp edge so that it folds nice and flat. Otherwise, it kind of has a rolled edge to it. Hi, Jeannie. Okay, so we've got that set. Now this is a horizontal card, so remember that. Not to put it this way because the thanks won't fit. You have to keep this one going horizontal. And there's not a lot of craziness going on with this. If I look at this card in here, it says to stamp the background with the flowers to add a little texture. And that's all. So let's fold this open so everybody, can you guys see? This instruction is saying use the stamp pad to stamp these flowers onto the background to create some sort of background. Patty, I'll look for the address when I'm done. I might have seen something pop up. But, all right. So these are photopolymer stamps. So I always put some sort of a cushion underneath. A mouse pad works if you don't have a foam mat like this. And what I'm going to do is grab this. It's saying to use this flower right here and also this little baby flower. And I am going to use the D block to put this one on. But if you only have one block, so let's say you're just starting crafting and you only have this D block, you're going to have to interchange and use this really big block for this little flower. And that's okay. Hi, Dorothy from Central Wisconsin. Woohoo! If you guys have other blocks, one this size, it's called a little A block, that will work perfectly for this. But if you don't have extra blocks, you're going to have to take turns and do the stamping of the one and then clean it and then replace the stamp. So we're going to be stamping on here, and it doesn't look like there's a rhyme or a reason to it. They're just making 3 of them on here. So, all right, so let's look at that. Hi, Donna from Northeast Michigan. Thanks for joining, everybody. Woohoo! All right, so we are going to stamp one over here. Hi, Teresa Carls. So my evening evergreen is super dark, so it will stand out. So one of the things I like to do is that was really weird to say it like that. What I like to do is change the orientation of the stamp. So I don't like to do everything the same. So now after I stamped it like this, I am going to flip it around this way. So it gives it a different orientation. And then the next one, I'm going to stamp down over here. And I am going to put a piece of scratch paper underneath here, just in case I go over the edge. Hi, Peggy. Thanks for sharing, Donna. I really appreciate it. Oh, Bobby, I inked the back of the vellum and the freesia for the words and blends on the big flower. It shows up so much better. Oh, perfect. Oh, okay. So she inked the back of the vellum in the freesia for the words and blends on the big flower, and it shows it much better. Okay, so let's see what happens here. We're gonna so this is great, you guys. People like to provide ideas and give you different suggestions. That's awesome. Thanks for that tip, Bobby. So we got that one here. Hi, Sarah. I just mailed your chicken card off in the mail. Well, actually, I got it done on my lunch hour, and it's gonna go out in the mail tomorrow. So I'm gonna stamp off because it looks like they could be some lighter ones and darker ones. So when I stamped off, that's called first strength, and when I stamp on here, it's called second strength. So there's a little lighter one, and then we're gonna put a little darker one there, and that's first strength. And now I'm gonna put a little one there that's a little bit lighter. And then we're gonna do another green one. You guys just fill in the flowers however you want to see them. Make them a little bit more random, abstract, if you will. Like there, you can put one off the edge of the page, and maybe we'll do another one over here. But you're just creating a little background on that wash. All right, so we're gonna put one more down there. All right, so we've got that all filled in. Now, these are new to me. There's little dots. Oh, those are the glue dots. Okay. Did you guys catch that? I was looking at this. It was like connect the dots. So this represents glue dots, okay? Now, I'm going to go back to what I think Bobby wrote and read this. She said, I inked the back of the vellum in the freesia for the words and the blends and the big flower. Let's just see what this looks like on here. Oh, yeah, I get it. You guys, it kind of looks washed out a little bit. So, and maybe Bobby was referring to a different card, but I'm gonna go with this and see what happens. So I saw that she mentioned freesia blends. So these are alcohol-based markers, so they're permanent in nature. And just to see what happens here, we're gonna try to take one of them and color the back of it. Permanent marker would work too. So you guys see what we're looking at here is that kind of gets a little bit washed out. So I don't know, I have no idea what's gonna happen here, but we're gonna try this and see what happens by coloring in, and this may not look good at all. Who knows? Let's try it though. I'm just tracing this. Now, how many of you have, like, would you have a purple or any kind of a magic marker? I know they're like, or a Sharpie marker that you could color. Let's see what it's looking like. Oh man. Well, it does show up a little bit more, but I honestly think that the Evening Evergreen would probably be even better, but I don't want to do half and half. So we're going to continue here because definitely I noticed that this shows up a little bit better. You guys, a black Sharpie would probably do the trick. And who doesn't have a black Sharpie anywhere in their house? You gotta. Everybody does. So if you want to try it, like what I'm doing right now, you go get a black Sharpie because this Evening Evergreen is so dark that it would look very good with the black Sharpie. It will show up much better. So, and I'm almost tempted to go get a black Sharpie and try it with you because we really want our thanks to stand out just a little bit better. So let's just finish this and see what we have going on. I'm not being super cautious with my lines. I'm definitely like just filling it in, and we're gonna go up here and go up here, and let's see what the purple looks like. Color the entire back. Is that what you're telling me to do? Okay, color the entire back. Or just sponge it. Ooh, you guys, I'm just gonna go for it. You're saying to go for it. So let's see what happens here. Because worst case scenario is I can take a black Sharpie. I wish that you guys could comment with some pictures of what you guys are making at home with me here. All right, let's see what happens here. This is a lot easier than trying to follow all the lines of the words, I'll tell you that much. Okay, we're going for it. We're gonna see here. Oh, yeah, okay. Definitely. That helped. So you know what? As another trick, go over it again, because if you go over it a second time, it'll get even darker. So I'm gonna do this a second time because, watch here, you can see. Can you see the difference? That's a little bit darker than this side even. So I'm gonna go for a second coat. Good idea, guys. You guys are awesome, sauce. So Julie, when you sponged it, what did you use for sponging it though? Because I would think that if you used a water-based ink on a sponge that it would kind of smear because the vellum doesn't dry very good. Carissa said dark misty moonlight would look good. Okay, so there's what we have. We have the purple. Okay. It definitely pops. Let me show you the difference here. Because I have this one. Oh, here. Let's grab the Dunka. I'll show you the difference. So the inquiring minds want to know what the difference is. You can see what coloring it does. Like that. Yeah. I think Misty Moonlight, Carissa, you're right. The Misty Moonlight would, any color blend would actually help to make that so it doesn't look so washed out. I am so happy I caught all of you guys talking about coloring this, because I would have left it that color, which is clear. So, all right, guys. So, I am not going to use the glue dots. If you have glue dots at home and you want to use them, go for it. I like my liquid glue, so I'm going to use that to put this mat down. Yeah, you guys are spot on with that. Did you guys see that as a tip somewhere? Oh yeah. You guys just inked the back of it. You guys are gonna have to share some pictures with me so I can see. Sandy, you said you inked the back of it. You'll have to send me a picture so I can see it. Okay, so there we go. So we got that, and then this is gonna go on here, and then this is for everything. So let's grab our stamps here. You guys, I love it too because it's purple. God, love me my purple. All right, so we're gonna grab another block here, and we're gonna stamp this. You guys, I mentioned I'm not gonna do the bumblebee. I am going to. Hi, Holly. I think I might have seen the message pop through here. So I've never used these stamps before, so I just want to stamp them and make sure it looks good. I like to practice along the edge of my paper until I figure out if I get it straight or not. Sometimes too, if you notice that it might not be on your block straight, just take it off and set it down on the paper. It should take its natural form, and then you should be back in straight business there. Okay, here's a tip too, guys. You can't see that, right? When you stamp a little white thing on a white piece of paper, it's too hard to see it. So it's always better to have some sort of coloring behind the white tag or whatever it is, because now you guys could see the outline like I did. Okay, there we go. Perfect. So the other thing that I'm going to do, as long as I'm doing a little stamping, is I want to put this flower in the inside. I like to decorate the inside as much as I can. You can't have naked insides. You can't have naked envelopes. You know how that goes. So how do we want to do it? So here's an option. You could put this right down here in the middle. Do you notice I have green ink up here? So I'm trying to be very careful not to get that on my card. Or you could put it right here. I'm going to round it off in the corner down here. And we talked about not having naked envelopes. So let's go ahead and grab one of these. So I don't generally try to stamp anything in the bottom right-hand corner in case the mailman needs to put a metered strip or something here. So I'll generally decorate the left corner, or I'll decorate the back. So we're going to put that right there on the corner. The other thing too that's nice is putting a flower on that side. So you could definitely decorate this up. I'm going to put that one right on the top. So I try to stay away from stamping over the flap because there's a little lip there and it leaves a little miss of stamping there. So we got the envelope done. I think I'm going to shut this. Hi, Sandy. I think I'm going to try to shut this so I don't get ink. I feel like I've been getting a lot of green ink. Look, there's a bicycle tire from from Friday night. When I work with green ink, I don't know if this happens to you guys, but I get green ink, I get red ink. It stays on me for a long time. So let's just clean these. And we're going to finish putting this together. So let's grab our base here. And we have the thanks in our purple, which looks much nicer. And then the for everything. Now, you guys, I don't think I'm blind, but I don't see any ribbon on here. And I'm a ribbon person. Not ribbon, like whatever. This kind of twine is perfect. I'm going to make a little baby bow and I'm going to put it on the side there. So, gotta have some ribbon on the card. Now, I'm going to use some liquid glue. You could definitely use the glue dots that are in there. So, I'm going to just put a little bit, not a lot. It's like dot, dot, not a lot. Now, I'm not worried about seeing the liquid glue through. I'm trying to hit right where the words are. And that's kind of more frosted anyways. So, let's stick this down. You can't wiggle a lot. You had to, once you get it down, it's going to stay right where it is. Okay. The for everything, you guys, if you just have the kit with what it contains, you can use the glue dots, but it came with some dimensionals. You could use these dimensionals by cutting them in half, which works perfectly fine. Or you might have some of the mini dimensionals from a past paper pumpkin kit that you could use. The mini ones are gonna fit on here perfectly. They are the right size. So I'm gonna put 3 of those, if it stays on there, on this guy. And then that's gonna go right underneath the thanks. And then I'm gonna grab my bow maker, and we're gonna make a baby bow. We're gonna make a teeny tiny little one. So I'm using the smallest nails there, and then I'm gonna make a triple actually. And you guys, this is gonna be like the smallest bow you've ever seen. And we're gonna put that right in the bannered part of that. So if you guys don't have a bow maker, there's different ways you could put ribbon on. You could weave it back and forth underneath. You could just figure out how, if you wanna add ribbon, you do just add it, use it, because I'm sure there's plenty of extra ribbon on this spool here for us. Okay, so look at this, you guys. Oh my gosh, it hardly even came off the nail. Look how, you guys, can you see how little that little bow is? It's adorable. It reminds me of a baby kitten. Because it's so little. You guys, I went to my parents' farm this weekend to celebrate my mom's 70th birthday and my brother's 40th birthday, so the whole family was out. And my mom's got the 2021 models of the cats, the kittens, I should say. So there's one that has caught my heart, but I can't bring it home quite yet. So I think I don't know if I would. It's so cute, and it just has buddies on the farm, and I can't take it away from its friends right now. So, okay, so I stuck a little baby cutesy bow. Look how little that guy is. He just kind of nestles right in the nook of that, the bannered end of the sentiment there. So it says, thanks for everything. And that's it. That's all she wrote on this one. You guys, I definitely like pulling in the purple. You would not have been able to see this as good. It just gets so washed out. Okay, one is done. Hi, Melanie. All right, so there's our first one. Let's do our purple-licious one right here. Let's see what we have here. There is the most beautiful card base in the world right here. It's the most beautiful one because it's the one I'm looking at right now. Oh, so we take our burn folder and burnish it, or take some sort of a object and burnish the edge so it has a nice crisp fold on it. Let's look what this one says. All right, so here we have, hi Diane. This one has the flower. Oh, is this what Bobby was saying she colored her? Oh, you guys. Okay, so that doesn't look bad, but what if we made that with rich razzleberry and colored in the leaves in evening evergreen? So I feel like I shouldn't go outside and stray, but I got to show you guys some things that you can do to vamp this up. I have to. So let's see here. Blackberry Bliss has some markers here, and there's a light and a dark, and then there's evening evergreen. So you guys created a little monster right now. I don't want to leave this plain. I want to spruce it up. So we're doing it. And is there a front and a back? Let's see here. They look the same to me. So we're going to color this because we can. Now, if you don't have the markers, you guys are just gonna have to ooh and ah and be like, oh, that's really pretty. So, okay. Oh yeah. So, okay, we're gonna do the whole thing. I'm gonna pull this. Let's pull out just a white sheet back here so we can see it nice and easy, because we're gonna color the whole thing. Did you guys think to do this on this one? We're coloring the whole thing. And when it comes to the middles, we'll do the middles in yellow. You guys, I don't know if I would have thought to do this if I were sitting here by myself making this paper pumpkin. You guys have inspired me to color. Okay, so let's see here. We're gonna leave that to do in yellow. Okay, and let's keep going here and get this. Let's just flip this over and see what it looks like. Okay. Oops, I got ink everywhere. Oh yeah. Okay, so because we can really see this, we're gonna round this off really nice and make it smooth and like a circle. And here we go. We can bring in this one and make it a little lighter. Very cool. And then we're gonna make this big guy over here the same color. So let's just get our outline. So how many of you have some blends at home or alcohol markers that you could do something like this to color the back? I hope that you guys do. Even Sharpies, you guys. Sharpies are black permanent markers, or they have all these different colors. That would work too. I know at one point I had to go get every color of Sharpie there is in the book. Okay, so there's that, and then we're gonna do these there's little rose buds over here. We're gonna do those in the lighter color. Okay, let's see what that looks like. Oh yeah. The Kool-Aid man would say, oh yeah. Okay, he'd come busting through the wall. Oops, I just took that off. Oops, I'm so strong. He'd come busting through the wall and he would be holding his blends and say, oh yeah. You guys probably think I'm a dork. All right, so let's do our leaves here. I'm trying not to go over. Oh, Lisa has them all. She's obsessed. Okay, I know that Angela has been collecting her blends for over a year now, and she has a basic black one, is the last one she has, and that is in a bag hanging for her. So, way to go, Angela. Oh, you use regular ink and that works too. Okay, so you guys are saying that the regular ink works too. So that's good. So that's perfect. If you guys are using regular ink and coloring the back, that's phenomenal. But I definitely agree with all of you that it is much better having these with some color back here. All right, let's see what we got. We just need to get a yellow. So let's get the bumblebee. Well, maybe not. We'll get daffodil. I don't think they make the bumblebee, but we'll use the daffodil here. Perfect. Okay, so what do we have? Oh, you guys, I flipped it over and I colored the wrong side, but it's okay because it was only the yellow. Well, good one. Okay, that's okay. It was just the yellow. Nobody was here to tell me not to do that. That's funny. Okay, what else then? There's ribbon that gets wrapped around, and there's a bow on the end and a sentiment. And the sentiment says, "You are amazing." Yeah, doesn't that look much better, having that colored a little bit versus being the white? I definitely agree. So it says on here, "You're amazing." And we're gonna just switch these out, and I'm gonna use the smaller. Again, I'm gonna use the Evening Evergreen because I think that will pop better. You guys, sometimes you don't listen to your mind and what you like. If you like the yellow, go for the yellow. But if you like the darker green, you have an Evening Evergreen in your kit. Go ahead and stamp that. Now I left this on the white paper because there is a nice green border around, so that really helped me. And what should we do here? We'll do the green flowers on the inside again. And put that down here. And then as long as I'm at it, we are going to grab one of these envelopes. So these 3 cards will be the cards that I give away for this class next week. All right, so there we go. The other thing that I just thought of is that I need to go take a look back and see who all got paper pumpkin from me, and to do a drawing for those. And I can't do it in the live now because it would take me about 20 minutes to go pull all the names of the people who got paper pumpkin, but I'll do that drawing at some point. I'll go back and look through my records and see who got them from me. So, ribbon. So this looks like what they did is they would have wrapped it all the way around the card base. And I'm gonna do that, but I'm going to secure my tail here with some tear and tape. Before I do that, I am not one who will tie it all around and then make a bow all in one. That is stressful for me. I can't do that. I shouldn't say it's stressful. It doesn't stress me out. It just makes too much work. I don't want more work, and I want it to look nice. I don't make good bows like that. I'm a professional bow maker on the bow maker jig. So we're gonna wrap this around, and we're gonna get to here. and it's going to get tucked right with the tear and tape. And I can do the tear and tape like this because my label is going to go right over that, okay? So if you like to tie that all the way around and then make your bow, go for it, do that. I'm just showing you how I would do it. And we're going to grab a ribbon scissors. Okay, so basically that is wrapped around there. I made sure that these weren't crossing over each other, so they were both straight. And then here, they come in like that. Perfect. Now we can't forget to put our beautiful flower piece on here. And what you can do, this is where it might be very good to use the glue dots. I'm afraid if I put liquid glue on here, it might make it bleed. It didn't happen so much on there, but I could see it happening. So let's, these glue dots. So you pick it off and you find the white areas. And once you have that secure on there, you pick the white paper off and now it's a glue dot and it sticks. So you just need to get enough glue dots in random spots for it to secure onto the card base. So we're gonna put one right there. So this is, they're a little picky. So you just gotta, if you don't have nails, take your pick tool, works really well too. You can pick it up with the pick tool. And then let's find another spot to put one of these right here. And then once you press it down, you can take the pick tool and then it kind of picks right off. So if you don't have nails, don't fear. You can use a tool like this and that will definitely help you. And my nails are finally growing back. I have to say every maybe 2 to 3 months, 1 or 2 of them break and then I cut them down. So I think I'm good with that. Let's put this on and see what we have. The yellow, really, it's not as soft, but it is what it is. So we're gonna go like that. Now, I'm not gonna press it really hard because I wanna see where this is. Oh yeah, that's good. So I'm definitely gonna pull some of the dimensionals that came in the kit and put them on my tag. I'm gonna do 3 of them. And actually I'm gonna do another one down here. And that's gonna go off to the side. Now I still wanna fit a bow over here, so don't worry about that. We're gonna put this right like this. Now I'm gonna press this down so it sticks good. Now we're gonna do our bow maker. So this one's not gonna be a baby bow. It's gonna be a normal size to me, about that big. And then we're gonna also make it a double bow because we have 2 strings going around. So we're gonna make a double bow, just wrap it right twice around so you get 2 bunny ears. Hi, Jennifer Wheeler. All right. I can stella the front of my flowers. Good call, Angela. I just realized too that I have these beautiful sequins sitting right here and I didn't put them on the last card or this card. So we're gonna bling it up here in a second. So let's put this back. Oh man, it's so pretty. Okay, in this case, I'm gonna grab one of my bigger glue dots. These are slightly bigger. This bow is a little bit bigger, and I'm gonna put it so it's going over the top of both of those, and then this is going right next to it. And now these are beyond gorgeous. I see there's 1, 2, 3, there's 5 of them. So we're going for it. We're gonna put 5 on as well. So I'm gonna put 2 up there. And then I'm gonna put 1 there. And we're gonna put a couple here, down here. Okay, now you guys are saying to stella the front. Now, because I colored the back, I can stella the front, except for I'm not gonna touch where that yellow is, it'll bleed. So if I would go on the back and stella that alcohol marker where I colored will bleed with it because stella is a solution. It's not all water. There's some sort of a solution in here. And so it may bleed. And so if that's the look you want, you could definitely see what happens when you stella over the top of the blended on the vellum. So I know that stella never does justice on a camera, but I'm stellaing all of this and it's so cool. So how does that look? There, you guys can see the little sequins on there. It just makes it shimmer and sparkle. So pretty. The other thing that I was thinking about is, I wonder what, I'm not going to set these down. I'm curious what a little cluster of these would have looked like in the middle of the flower. So let's look here. Sometimes, so I just put 3 of them right in the center of the flower. Do you guys like that? Give me some thumbs up if I should leave that, or do you like it better without it? I'm curious, because it kind of, that yellow was a little bit dark because I colored the front of it. So yeah, isn't that pretty? Oh my goodness. These are amazing. They would go with almost anything. They're very similar to these opal rounds where they're iridescent-y. Okay, you guys are liking it. Okay, so I'm going to leave these. I'm going to push them down so that they stay. Stick them down good. All right. It's beautiful. So do you guys see here compared to what the front looks like? That's just definitely stepping it up. Like, it looks so washed out with that, but then you guys are amazing. Thank you for that idea of coloring that in. Oh my God, it's so pretty. Okay, cool. Love it, love it, love it. All right, so, and we have our, let's see where we had. Our envelope is here, and that matches. Very nice. Okay, the other thing you guys could do too, if you have all the blends in the world, you could take your blends and you could color in the flower here. Just be careful. What I would do is I would stick this piece of paper in here, because otherwise when you color with the blends, it does seep. You can see here it seeps through to the other side. And then all of a sudden you'll have this splotchy thing on the back side of your envelope, and you don't necessarily want that. So definitely you could even do 2, like fold this in half and put 2 layers in there. So, okay, perfect. Oh my God, it's beautiful. I just want to stare at it. So this is what happens in class when you make and finish a card. You want to put it right in front of you and stare at it while you make the next card. Okay, we might not even use this bumblebee ink, I'll tell you. Let's see here though. This guy right here is the middle one. Now this one's gonna be really pretty and soft too. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, same thing. You guys notice it's a white inside and then it's the bumblebee on the exterior. So take the bone folder and burnish your edges, and we might not have to do the coloring of the vellum on this one actually, because we have all of these pretty colored ones on top. So let's just lay this on here. That's going on, and then it looks like these guys just go crissy-crossed. Like, we'll do one that way, and actually we're gonna go somewhat like that. And let's see here then. This might go, I don't want it there. I'm thinking like, we're gonna have to figure out what looks best because it looks a little heavy. So the green one's got it going right there. Let's see here. Put that like that. And then our purple one goes like that. Okay, that looks a little more weighted, better. Okay, then we'll put that across the middle. So you guys are seeing, I'm just kind of laying my pieces. And now what they did for this, they made a bow and then they put it underneath. And we'll try that. I'm not the best at making freehand bows, but I can pull my weight when I need to. So we'll see what happens. But I do like that look. The other thing you could do is make a rat's nest, is what I call it, like wrapping it around your fingers and putting it down. And we'll see what looks better. Hi, Jennifer, Rebecca. You could cut and rearrange, Angela. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Good call. Good call. Let's see here. Or you could just even bend them, whichever way you want them. Okay. We're going to start off by and I'm not going to color any of the background. I like the vellum over the top of the bumblebee. And I am going to do glue dots on this one again too. Cut the green apart, stick, yes. Okay, you guys are on it. You guys are so good. All right, so we're going to just put a few of these glue dots around the perimeter and then probably one right in the middle so that we got this. I'm trying to shoot for ones where I see leaves, because they're going to be less obvious. Debbie didn't think she cared much for the yellow. You know what? When we get this one all put together, I think you're going to care for it. You might even love it. Yes, watching me is like I'm the guinea pig here, you guys. I literally was like, I opened this up, I'm like, oh, this looks easy. And then you guys are the ones helping me get through it. You're giving me all these ideas, all this emotional support. I love it. Okay, so we're just gonna set this right on top of our bumblebee and put that like that. Now, I was liking the pink kind of like that. I thought about leaving the purple, but you guys had a really good idea with the green that maybe I will cut that apart and then we're gonna just see here. Now we're gonna re-eyeball this. We're gonna cut this one off. We're just gonna wing it, guys. I'm cutting it. So now because you have that label here, so you could, oh, I even like maybe the green in the back. So there's one, and then this guy could come out this way and like kind of tucked behind the pink. And then, let's see here. I want that pink one up higher. I think I might even cut the pink. Okay, so you guys are smart. Let's cut the pink one too. You guys are so good about thinking about how to do this. Okay, so this can make it last, like it can spread it a little bit up higher, if that makes sense. We're gonna go like that. And I think I'm gonna use some tear and tape just to hold that down. And because the tag's gonna go right over the top of it. Yeah, the green is much better on the bottom, but we're gonna make it work. So we're gonna just lightly tack that one down there. And then we're gonna leave the pink going like that. So it's kind of doing a sushi like that. And then we're gonna do some greenery next. And then we're gonna put purple over the top. I'm just lightly putting tear, and that's okay. This, oop, I gotta get that a little bit closer to the bottom here. Otherwise, this tag is super thin. So we just gotta make sure our tear and tape is secure underneath it. Okay, glue dots would probably work a little bit better, but I just wanna pull off this tape and then I should be good to go. This one, I had one more here. He might go like that. So, you guys, you feel like a florist right now when you're putting this together. I just want to put my floral arrange. I'm just kind of winging it here now. That, there. Look at that. I think that'll work out good. Mita, look at that. Boom. I'm happy with that. So let's take, so now that I have all that, I'm going to press them down good. I had not pressed them down in case I wanted to take them off. Like that wanted to come off. Okay, so we're gonna peel these off. As long as you don't press your adhesive down really hard when you're using dimensionals or glue dots, you generally can pick it up and move it. So what I'm gonna do now that I have these kind of secure, I'm gonna run another piece right over the top. I'm trying not to move them all, but they all like wanted to stick together on me. Okay, so that was up there. Okay, so I'm gonna run this piece right over the top of them. You guys are laughing at me like watching the struggle is real with this. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're gonna pickle it and we're gonna put little liquid glue right underneath it. And now it's not gonna move around on me. Okay, so now my purple. I had that something like that. You guys, we're gonna put a bow or something right there and that'll help it. Oh, you know what? We talked about doing this bow. So how to do a bow like that. Hi, Elaine. If you're not so good at it, this kind of bow is a little forgiving. I make my 2 bunny ears. Make sure you have a long enough tail, but I make 2 bunny ears and I cross them like you're tying your shoe. Okay? But now you gotta get the right kind of humps, your bunny ears, I should say, and get your tail the right length. So you kind of finagle this until you get it about where you want it, trim it off, and then you're gonna set that. This linen thread, or it's like baker's twine, is super, did I freeze? I did freeze. Okay, hang on. I did freeze, so hang tight, guys. All right, I did freeze. Hang on. I think you can still hear me. If you guys can still hear me, then just hang tight for a second. We're gonna start over and see if I can get the zoom back here. So just hang tight and give me a second. Hopefully you guys can still see me here. Hang tight. Hang on for a second. It restarted. It's spotty. Yep. I'm trying to get the second camera back here. So you guys can probably see me. Hang tight. And I think that it'll come back to my face so that you guys can see that camera 1. There's something that's going on with my camera too. So hang tight. I'm just restarting to get it on here. So let's see here. I'm gonna just turn the Wi-Fi. Yep, no voice. Okay, hang on. Hang tight. I got my internet back up here on my phone. I'm gonna see if the switcher thing will come right back. So you guys, I think you can see me now. You guys caught up to me. So I'm trying on here just to get the second camera. It's so crazy. I can't tell you why, oh why it does it to me, but it's really funny because we were having game night a couple weeks ago and Melanie Foy said, why does this only happen during game night? And I'm like, oh girl, I think it happens almost every time. So I'm just restarting this. So you guys just give me like another minute and we're talking about a bow. Maybe the camera did not like the bow that I was making. Which is very possible. So we're gonna see here. I just know that as soon as the second camera stops the feed, then I gotta restart it somehow. And I can usually link it right back up. And normally we're back in business. So there it is. Okay. So let's see if it will connect now. And voila, maybe. Okay. You guys get the underarm shot from me. Let's put this up here. Okay. Hand check, working. Okay. Whew, a little bit of struggle there. So that was even harder than this bow, guys. So honestly, if we can get this bow figured out, then we're set. So I just made a bow. It's a floppy, like horrible Roger Rabbit bow. I promise you, he would not be proud of me. And then if you look at this picture, they've got the tails on opposite sides. So one's going up and one's going down. And we're just gonna see here what happens with it like this. And it's just kind of sticking in my tear-in tape. I hate when bows do that squirrely thing. Like that's not cool in my book. I don't like that so much, but we're just gonna see. Okay, so that is what the picture shows. If you guys see it, it's a big floppy Roger Rabbit bunny ear bow and 2 tails and 2 bunny ears. And like if you want to try to rearrange on it, you can. Like I said, I am not the greatest at these. I am a professional on this little gadget here. I can tell you I can do that in my sleep. I could do it in the car with my eyes shut. This kind of stuff is like, yeah, that's exactly how I feel about bows like that. So we're gonna go with it because that's what it shows. So we gotta set this off to the side though because we need to do a little stamp action. So let's grab, I'm not done securing my flowers. So don't worry, I'm not leaving them so loosey-goosey like that because they will fall right off. I promise they will. So let's just do a little stamp action here. We gotta get our congratulations. Congratulations are in order. You know what? Yeah, sending hugs or congratulations. Congratulations. So many choices to make. We're gonna go with congratulations. Then whoever gets this card can use it for a congratulations card. There might be graduations still coming up or a wedding card or somebody got a new job. It could be for anything. Congratulations are very versatile. So let's stamp that on our little tag here. And we're gonna practice first. Oh yeah, that looks really good. And I'm leaving it on my white paper because there is that green border so I can see really good. Hi, Vicki Fritz from Soggy, Indiana. All right. You guys are back in business, right? You can hear me? Let me just say. Oh yeah, we're good. Okay. I'm so happy. You guys are so good. The bow maker. So Donna, I have a friend who has a husband who makes them. I have about 10 left. They're $5 plus shipping. So if you want one, please, you can reach out to me. I take PayPal, friends and family, Venmo, Zelle, check, cold hard cash, all of the above. So you just got to reach out to me. I buy them for $5. I sell them for $5, but I do charge the shipping to get them to wherever they need to go to. So if you're interested, all you have to do is reach out to me. So we're going to leave that open because I want to do the little flowers on the inside as well. So let's do our card bait. Oh, you know what? What will that look like in Bumblebee? No, we're going to do it in green. I was going to try Bumblebee, but I thought that would not show up as much because we all decided we liked it darker. So we're going to just stamp a little bit in the bottom there. As long as I've got the stamp going, we're going to stamp one more envelope right away. Now, if you guys have the Expressions in Ink paper, you could do the most amazing thing and put a little flap of it right there so that it matches. So there, Holly, your email address just came through. I just saw it. So if you guys have the Expressions in Ink designer paper, you could definitely cut a piece right here so that it has a matching exterior and like the flap here. So that's so cool to use the designer paper in that way. Okay, let's get back to business over here. So we're putting on our little label. I'm popping this up with, I'm gonna do 4 dimensionals because I really want to secure those leaves a little bit more. Like they don't have enough glue already on them. And then once I have them down, I'm gonna pickle the stuff that's kind of hanging here even more. So we're gonna put this guy right through the center. You saw my purple is moving a little bit. So now I'm gonna take my liquid glue. This is where glue dots would be perfectly fine too. You could take the glue dots and put them behind, but I'm gonna gingerly pull these up and put a little bit of liquid glue behind them. They look cool flopping around like they're loose flowers, but I can guarantee you that putting this inside and outside of an envelope or storing it where you store your cards, they'll get cut and they'll get caught and then they're gonna rip off. And if you even have these just a little bit secure, that'll help a bit. The Expressions in Ink. So Melanie Foy just asked about the Expressions in Ink designer paper. I actually saw that it's this week that it should be back in stock. So if you guys go to buy the Expressions in Ink designer series paper right now, it's not orderable. They turned it off because they don't want the back orders to get so much or to be in excess. They pay a lot of back order shipping if they allow that to keep getting ordered. So they turn off the item number. So it is off at the moment and it's supposed to be back on this week, Melanie. So, okay. All right, so there, I've glued down, and this is where you could also, cut your tails, but I like how they look a little bit wispy like that. And then we just need to find where I set, the things, these guys, the things, right? Okay, so I'm guessing that there could probably be a bunch of these on the card as well. So we're gonna do 2 there. And then I think these are my favorite thing out of this kit are these little sequins, these shimmery sequins. Okay, we need to put another one here. Oh, and then it stuck backwards. All right, let's get that on here. Oh, so you gotta be careful. When you pull on these, you gotta grab the little glue dot that's behind, otherwise it'll stay on there. Okay, so I know that you guys maybe weren't sure about the yellow, and you can rearrange your flowers how you want to. So I'll get to practice again on the next couple ones, but we've got some flying all different directions. I do need to come back here and put a couple on this card. So we're gonna put 2 of them up here, and then we'll put 1 right over here. Yay! So we did change them up. Your guys gave me some guidance on these, and that really helped. It really helped to color. I love that. So by coloring that purple, it brought in purple on all of the cards, which makes me very happy. I love it. And we we didn't really change this much. You guys gave me the idea to cut that, which I loved. And then coloring the back of this is awesome. We didn't Stella much though on these. So remember, you can go back and Stella, because we colored the back side, you can Stella the front, and then these two, if you want to go back and Stella these, go for it. But just remember, kind of get your stuff laid where you want it and then adhere it down. And you know what? I noticed that I have this piece right here that's not supposed to be there. That never got pulled out. So thanks, guys. Woohoo! Okay, so now the true inspiration comes on next card. I believe Carissa is still watching. Carissa's on my team, the Be Happy Stampers. Yesterday we had a team swap party. We had, I think, 10 lovely bees signed up for the team swap party, and it was using products from the new annual catalog. And everybody's cards were amazing. I'm going to do a swap card showcase. I don't know when, but I'll pick a night between now and the next week or week. Oh, no, I already have a night picked. It's July 8th. It's the swap card showcase. So I have like 30 cards from my team, and I have some fellow demonstrators that I swap with. And so I have on July 8th a swap card showcase. So not this Thursday, but next Thursday. So that's when I'm going to show you guys all the beautiful cards that I just got. And so Carissa, though, I was thinking, well, what am I going to do for this alternative card? I knew that it's expressions in ink. I know the rage right now is this rubbing alcohol, like this isopropyl, whatever, with these blends. And I have no idea what this is about. I was like, okay, over my head, right? This girl has no idea. I like my traditional stamping. So Carissa came yesterday with her swap card, which was phenomenal. And I cannot wait to show it. I'm trying to clean up my space here so that so that we can make room for her card because it's so stunning. So this is Carissa's card. Okay. Oh my goodness. It is awesome. I was like, how did she do this background? And you should have seen everybody's jaws go down when they saw this card. And everybody that did the swap was so excited to get this card. So Carissa did a Facebook Live with me last night at 10 o'clock. And she personally showed me how to do this. I will be the first one to admit to you right now, I have not practiced, but I listened very well. And I'm going to try to replicate, not this card, but something similar. And I'm going to try my very darndest to make a beautiful card and show you what she showed me on this card. So, how many of you have done this kind of stuff? Okay, so isopropyl, this rubbing, it's rubbing alcohol and blends. How many of you have done that? I'm so curious because I personally have never done this in my life. And I see it. I've been seeing Facebook posts of it. I've been seeing Pinterest posts. I've been seeing so much going around in this crafting community with this rubbing alcohol and blends. And I've never done it before. So we're going to do this, and she gave me tips and tricks, and I think she's watching. And if she's not, we're going to just wing it, and she can always answer our questions later. But you guys, I'm going to get this stuff put away, and we're going to pick some colors. So I am not going to go with the navy. So she did navy, misty moonlight, and like a dark pink. Me, Bobby, awesome. Okay, so I'm going to go with some colors that are my favorites that go with this. It's on vellum. Yep, Janet, you got it. It's on vellum. So I'm going to go with some colors that kind of complement this sweet, or this paper pumpkin, which of course are polished pink. Oh, Chris is watching, woohoo! So Carissa's gonna guide me through this. So polished pink, and I grabbed gorgeous grape. And I grabbed those colors because I found some ribbon that I thought maybe we could add ribbon to the card. Who knows, we're gonna see. Okay, and I don't know what color I'm gonna use for my base or my mat because I want to see what looks better under the vellum after I've done it. And so what we're going to start with is we're going to cut our vellum. And I'm going to cut 2 pieces of vellum. So I'm just going to go off to the side here and cut 5 1/4 by 4. I'm cutting 2 of them. So all I did was cut a regular mat here, 5 1/4 by 4. And as long as I'm at it, I'm gonna cut my inside because I am at 5 1/4 and 4 in my head. So that's just my inside mat. And again, I don't know what I'm gonna do for my mat and for my base because it all depends on what happens with the magic here. Okay, so we're gonna also have to pick some colors. And because I was looking at polished pink and I was looking at gorgeous grape, I wanna grab some of those colors. So I'm grabbing polished pink and I'm gonna grab purples, rich raspberries. Look at all these beautiful colors. So Anna's advice was the darker the blends, the better it will turn out. You don't want to use light colors for blend. They're definitely dark. And you can see here that she's got like splotches of color going on. Okay, so you want to color the vellum. So it's gonna be the back side. All right, so I'm gonna start with pink because I've got the pink in there. Purples, we're gonna do like this. I'm trying to debate in my head if I wanna go, I don't wanna do evening evergreens. We're gonna get that out of here. I was actually thinking, of pulling in just jade as a color, just to see. Again, the other one would be Misty Moonlight, but I'm not quite sure. I wanted to go more with the greenies, I think, with it. So you're gonna take the brush tip and you're gonna start to color. You guys, if you're a inside the lines kind of person, this might be very hard for you because there are no lines. Oh my goodness, this is so random. I'll be honest with you. You guys are like, this, what is this happening here? I don't even know, but this is it. I know. Janet's telling me I need a bigger scrap sheet and a paper towel. Well, I've got my paper towel here, so I got that. I'm good. And I'm just gonna keep moving until I get some more color over here. You guys are gonna give me advice because I know that I'm sure there's some of you that have done this, like Janet, have done this already. So I'm actually adding a little bit more of this polished pink over the top. So when you go over the top, it makes it just a hair darker. I don't know if you can see the difference that that one's darker than that one because I colored over it again. You guys are like, you need a bigger scrap. Yes, I probably do. I don't know if you guys are like me, but I confine myself to small work areas and small work spaces. That's just how I go. All right, and then we're gonna do some purples. So I'm gonna grab here a purple. So this one's just dark first. You know what? We're gonna do Highland Heather, I think, actually, because I think Highland Heather is even darker, dark Highland Heather. Now, when you're doing this, you do not want to have your inks touch. Okay, she told me to go right up next to it, but don't really have them touch. You want to not get them, she was referred to it as being muddy. So you don't want it to look very muddy. So I'm just gonna create some right there. We're gonna go over here. You guys, I think there's no rhyme or reason to coloring this. Yeah, okay. So Janet's saying that when I start to put the alcohol on, I'm gonna need some more underneath me. Definitely agree. So I'll get there. We'll get a bigger piece of paper. So I'm just creating a lot of color. So you guys, the main thing is you gotta have the vellum here. So it's gotta be vellum. I think it's gotta be vellum. I mean, Janet, Carissa, you guys are my teachers right now. You're teaching me. And I'm trying to teach everybody. Okay, so we got some purple over here. Yeah, you get the mud when you use the alcohol. So, but you could get the mud if you are going over the two colors at the same time. So it's okay to leave a little bit of this white gap right here. So I'm gonna do some more purple over here. So you guys remember I was talking about the blends. If you want to get a little bit darker, you just go back over that area and it'll get a little bit darker. So if you guys, this is reminding me of a cow, like a spotted black and white Holstein cow, except for it's purple and pink. Yeah, Carissa just said that she's only used vellum. If anybody's ever done this with any other kind of medium, you could always tell us. So I'm going in here with the Just Jade in the dark. Now, Carissa just did a card. She showed it to me last night. It's so, oh, I just smeared that and I didn't mean, oh, that's underneath. Haha. Okay. You guys think I'm like crazy. She made a peach card. It was so pretty. So I probably shouldn't do such a little area. I'll learn if that was a bad idea or not when we get going. And it might be okay. But we're going to go with it. I'm winging it, guys. So we're going to go this way. Yeah, I think that these colors are so pretty. They're very refreshing. They're summery. And that's probably not good that I'm making such small areas, but I will find out when I get going. I cut myself a second piece just in case. We'll find out. So then I'm going to go over here. I'm good with this part. It's when we get to the rubbing alcohol that I'm like, oh, we're going to see what happens. So thank you to Dar McCarthy. I stopped at her house after work. You guys, I got home and then I ran over by Dar real quick. She helped a girl out. This is some rubbing alcohol. I looked all over the house for my rubbing alcohol when I got home. Do you think that I could find it? Not at all. So thank you to Dar McCarthy. I'm not sure if you're going to watch this or not, but I truly appreciate you giving me your rubbing alcohol. Talk about being prepared, right? At least I looked right away when I got home. So I'm going to do a little bit of green over here. It's really odd to see that underneath. Makes me feel like it's there. Okay, so we're going to finish this area off with green. I think that I'm needing more purple. I want more purple, and I want it right here. And I think we're going to finish off with green here. Hi, Karen Drain from Erie, Michigan. Okay, let's get this going here. All right, that's what I've got. I'm not sure. I think this is the hardest part of not having any rules. So Jules asking, is the alcohol 90% or higher? It's 91%. So it is best to use 91%. 70% doesn't work. You know what? I don't have kids, but the imaginary ghost maybe could have, the keeper of the hive could have. My sister-in-law Linnea is saying porous papers don't work as well with the alcohol-based inks and dyes. It sinks in instead of spreading and blending. So the vellum is what works really good for this. So I've been recommended to go get a bigger mat. So hang tight, guys. I'm going to get a mat. So we're going to try this here with this big mat here. So we got our coloring done. And I have a little jar to put the rubbing alcohol in because I need to dip. So these are called water painters. Stampin' Up! Sells them. And you're not actually using the water. I mean, there's water in here, but it's dried out. The brush is dried out. Carissa recommended using the fanned part here. I'm going to see once how that works. I have some smaller areas, so maybe that might not be the best thing for me, but there are two other sizes of brushes in here. There's this teeny tiny one, and then there's a medium size one, I'd say. So I might leave that one out just in case I feel like I need something smaller. Janet says to have the paper towel handy, and what we're going to do is not make a mess. And you don't need a lot. These are just yogurt containers, guys. So I'm dipping the brush in here. So even though there's water in here, the brush tip was really dried out. Anna said not Anna, I'm sorry. Chris, I keep saying Anna. I talked about you guys both a bunch today. The colored side is going to be the front, not the back. Okay, thank you, Carissa. Okay, so she said the front is going to be what I colored. Okay. So I could use a spritzer too. So Carissa said to make sure that the brush tip isn't completely saturated, and you want to do each color at the same time. So I'm going to do all of the pink at the same time, and then I'm going to move to either the purple or to the green. And she said to try not to touch those other colors while you're doing it because they may create mud. Okay, so that's the mud that we were talking about, is when you spread the rubbing alcohol onto the different areas and kind of cross-contaminate colors. Is we refer to that in ink pads, like when we're cross-contaminating. She said to have it a little bit wet, that's okay. And it's not gonna dry quite right away. And I know that I'm getting pink into my rubbing alcohol here. So we're gonna see here. I'm gonna do a little over here. And a little over on this other pink one. So I do have my heat tool here. So when we're all done, she said to pull out the heat tool. So I'm noticing that as I'm doing it, some of the color is coming up. So that's why she says really good to use a darker colors. Don't use really light colors. They will kind of get washed away. Okay. Drench the brush. That's what makes it move. You can gross colors a bit. Hang on. So drench the brush. That's what makes it move. Okay. So I'm drenching the brush a little bit. Okay. Hi, Foline, coming in late. You're good, girl. Okay. You guys, I promise. Hang tight. The whole finished thing is going to be awesome. If you cross, it blurs the lines. Okay. Okay. I see what you're saying. If you cross, it blurs the lines. Okay. So that we're getting some of that. It's like a marbly look. Okay. I'm liking it. Okay. That's helping. Yeah, I was like, I didn't think you meant to say gross. So, okay. So I'm going to go with that. And then what you do is you got to clean out the brush tip so that you don't get the next color in the brush tip. So, and I think I'm going to dump that. Hey, Anna Rabadoo. Okay, so let's go get another jar, actually. So hang tight, guys. I'm going to go get a different jar. And we're just gonna do a little bit more rubbing alcohol. So that pink was like the smallest area. And I don't know, Carissa, when you did this, like up to how many colors do you think you could do on one without it being so crazy? Like I'm thinking 3 is a good number. But I bet you could do 4, so I'm gonna go over there a little bit. Ah, that's cool. Okay. So Carissa said that she worked at this for a very long, oh, you use a Q-tip, Bobby, okay. Carissa said that she worked at this a very long time before she was really happy with the results. So, you know, for me being my first time, Carissa gave me really good instructions, I think. So we're gonna get to that purple one yet, and then that purple is gonna be awesome. So, and I bet like the not having such tight little areas here would help. But look at this, oh my gosh. Okay, Carissa had 4 colors on that card right there. So, okay, I think that I got most of the green. Now we're gonna switch and do purple. I'm most excited about the purple, you guys. I think you know why. And the main thing here I'm trying to do is not have them go too crazy into each other. You were right. I needed some bigger workspace underneath me. It's coming together, guys. I'm liking, oh my gosh. I love how around the edges it's got that dark, crisp line. And Janet's done 3 colors, okay. Okay, so very cool. So what she said to do now is it's really wet and soppy. So she said to get your heat tool and kind of heat it. I'm shutting this stuff so I don't spill anything. She said to get the heat tool, get that out and kind of help to dry it a little bit, not all the way, but to help. And then pull in some gold embossing powder before it's all the way dry. So hang tight, guys. I'm gonna try to do this. So you can see it's really soppy wet. The heat tool is gonna actually help like blend it. Now you gotta be careful that you don't bend or like, I mean, not bend, but like burn your, so there's some, hang on. So I got most of it dry and I don't want all of it dry. She said to leave of it, a little bit of it, a little wet. So hang on, because you guys got to see this. So we're just gonna put a little bit of wetness back on there. I think I got too much of it on. So now she said, take your gold embossing powder. Okay. And you're gonna sprinkle that over the top and it's gonna stick where it's still wet. Okay. So let's just hope it still sticks. Okay, there's some splotch. I think we're going to, just because I don't want to put more rubbing alcohol in here, hang on. We're gonna just do a Versamark. We're just gonna do, I'm gonna trace the Versamark like that, just to see if it'll stick more down there. I'm trying just to add a little bit of gold. So that Expressions in Ink had gold on one side. Okay. So now that I've got that, so the embossing powder sticked to where it was wet, and we're gonna try to just have that bond now. So it's stuck up there to where it was still wet. You remember I went back and I splotched it. Now, that might be a lot more gold than what I really thought I was going for, but it's okay. On her card, I'll show you, I'll do a close-up. So, you know, you could have let this dry completely and taken like a Versamark pen. Oh, it even got some down there. But I just wanted to add a little gold to it. Oh, super cool. Okay, so on here, there's some gold, some really light gold that like stayed there. There's some that stayed down here, but then I've got splotches on there. On her card, it's very faint, but you can kind of see like right there, there's gold. There's gold that kind of got in the cracks here, okay? So I think I'm happy for my first time. All right, nothing like trying something on the fly, guys. Okay, let's get this stuff capped up, and I don't want to spill anything, so I'm just gonna shut these covers up. Okay, outline your liquid glue. Oh, yes, Christine, that's a great idea. She said to use the liquid glue. You could follow the liquid glue and trace little bits of it and let it dry, and then you could add the embossing powder. So however you want to do it, after you've done the blending and the alcohol part, you can add gold embossing powder to it. Now that this is done though, like this is so, okay, pretty. So the reason I didn't want to pick which color, because now look, when you put that behind purple, okay, and now when you put it behind pink, it completely changed it. But before I figure out what color I want to do, I'm actually going to also now emboss it with the embossing folder. Now, on here, Carissa used the seaside shells. Seaside is the seashell by the seashore one. Okay, I'm gonna go with the painted texture one, and I'm gonna see what happens by, okay, so here's before, guys. So this is before, you can see before, and then we're gonna put this in the embossing folder, and I'm just gonna go right behind me is my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. I'm just trying to get it set. So then I'm gonna put that in. So I just ran that through, and we're gonna see what it looks like, okay? So all I did was emboss it, and when you emboss, it adds, when it's vellum, it puts that white definition around it. So you can see on hers, it embossed the shells that you can see, and on mine, it put that little bit of white, so that when you stretch vellum, it makes it look white. So now that turned out super cool. So you could emboss your vellum however you want. It just adds a lot of depth to it. Now that's the painted texture embossing folder. Came out with the Art Floral Suite. It's still current. It's carrying over to the next one. So the other tip that Carissa and Anna, I talked to you guys both so much today, it seems that, and yesterday. Carissa said she used a white embossing, or a white ink pad. She said that taking a white ink pad and then using a sponge dauber you could lightly go over this to kind of give it even a little bit more of that white accenty. So just lightly go over, it will make that white pop. So Carissa was like all over this. It was so amazing. Like, you see what's happening? It's making those white cracks just pop even more. Just a little bit of the white craft pad with a sponge dauber, okay? So you can see just added a little bit of white. So there's another little tip for that. You guys, I feel like this should be Tip Tuesday tomorrow. Okay, now the $1 million question. I'm gonna take your votes. I'll watch for you guys to tell me. Do you like this matting better? Okay, so there's option 1. Or do you like option 2? Okay. Oh, I think I know what I would pick. I don't know. I shouldn't say anything because I don't want to be biased, but I love that. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I hope you guys vote for that one because I think I'm going to do that. Because I get to see more purple. Okay. I don't know. I don't hear anybody tell. Purple, purple, purple. One. Awesome sauce. Okay, give me a second. I'm going to cut this so our mat is 4 by 5 1/4. Boom, just like that. And our base, we got to just cut that at 5 1/2 by 8 1/2. Oh, you guys are awesome. Everybody's almost picked purple, I think. The purple does look best. It does. I should say better because we only have 2 options. Okay. Oh, Latokia, sorry. Ooh, Linda said white. I didn't even look at the white. Oh. Well, now what does a girl do? Oh my goodness. You guys. Oh man. What does a girl do? She does all of them. Okay, I got an idea. Hang tight, hang tight, hang tight. So, girl does all, right? So, that means we're gonna do, the white does look pretty. That white does look pretty. Okay, we're gonna do it. Hang tight, watch this. Okay, so now we have that. And now we have purple. And now we have pink. Uh-huh. Yes, you could cut them and make triangles. You sure could. I still personally, oh my God, that's so pretty. Oh man. Okay. We got to look at this, you guys. I mean, we could make more of these cards. It's not like we can't do this again. But let's look at this. Oh, you guys. That's pretty too. Oh, we're not done though. Before we decide and put this down, let's cut the other thing that we're gonna do. So we talked about expressions in ink. Let's see this. I wanna use, I've never used this before. You guys are still saying purple. I wanna get, so this guy in here is a leaf, a leaf die. Yep, that was hard. Okay, so I'm gonna pull in some gold foil paper. And we're gonna cut, you guys are still saying loving it on purple. Okay, I might go back to that. And I know that I cut it down, but that's okay. We might just have a mat of purple. Let me get my paper scissors here. I just wanna see white behind the purple. Okay, let's just cut this. I wanna see what this looks like. Yes, the white does make it, it makes it so vibrant. It sure does. So, are you guys gonna try this now at home? Oh my goodness, you guys gotta try it. Hang on, I'm gonna cut this really quick. Oh my gosh, you guys, it fell right out. Holy Moses. Okay. It fell right out, and now I'm gonna have all these little gold things all over. Sometimes it's really cool to leave these in. You don't have to necessarily pop them all out. I think it adds a little bit of extraness. Extraness, yes. Yeah, the gold leaf is gonna be so pretty. Okay, so this is what I've got. I can either do the white with that purple, which still pulls out a bunch of the purple. And then I was thinking of having this leaf coming up like that. And then there's a tag here. So I know I don't have it glued down, but just hang tight. I have some dies here. I wanted to pull in one of the sentiments here just to try to pull something in from the paper pumpkin because I went completely away from the paper pumpkin. And I was looking for something. So what Carissa used is, you guys, Anna and Carissa sat yesterday at the meeting together right next to each other too. Isn't that funny? So Stitch So Sweetly Dies is what Carissa used. It was this little guy right here. But I think I want to go for, I like this one. Hi, Deborah. Hi, Amanda. So let's just see here. I'm thinking that this will fit that thanks really nice right there. And that could fit here. And then we'll put a little bit of a purple bow on it. Oh, there you go. Purple bow. That will bring out more purple for me. Because, you know, you can never have too much purple for this girl. So I'm going to go cut this out really quick. And we're going to grab Gorgeous Scrape, which I have over here. So let me cut this. We may be okay with it like this once we add in a purple thanks. Let's get this out of the way. A purple thanks and the Gorgeous Grape ribbon. So we've got that right here. On the purple with the gold leaf. Oh, let's see what it looks like. We'll definitely look at it, Julie. Yep. Don't you worry about a thing. Don't you worry about a thing. Okay, so the thanks, let's see what that looks like. Okay. You guys, I got a crafter math going on right now. Did you watch, if you watched Craft Roulette, Mary Gunn's card talked about a crafter math, which is a disaster after you're done stamping, which is basically what is right now happening amongst us. And then, you guys, though, there is this cloud dust right here. It's too stark. But guess what, Sandy? I just grabbed this right here, and we're going to make it not too stark. We're going to, which color? Pink? We're just going to practice here and see what happens. I'm not stamping the pink on, don't you worry. I'm not going to stamp second strength. Ooh, I might. Let's look at the back. Nope, that's too light. So we're going to do second strength. So we're going to go like that, that, and maybe this won't look good. Who knows? But maybe it's okay. So it's, what I did is I created a textured background using one of the stamps from the paper pumpkin. So I tried to pull in more paper pumpkin. Now, Julie Bierschbach wanted to see, it looks like your table, right? Let's see what this looks like. So I already cut the vellum down. So we're going to end up having the purple be exposed. So this, now with this, now the white looks too stark. I think that that doesn't look so good. It looks really out there. Whereas when we had this back here, now the vibrance part of it, I don't know. You guys, now I'm at, hi Marcia. Okay, so, all right, we're gonna start over. I'm gonna take I'm gonna poll the audience, okay? So you guys gotta wait for it, because I gotta pay attention now. This is gonna be, do you like option 1? Option 1, let's just cut this here. Let's pretend here that we're gonna put a little purple ribbon here too. Okay, so you guys, before I glue this, I won't necessarily do the bow like that, but option 1, oh, you guys are all saying white, softer on the white, okay? And then I'm just going to just show you, this would be, yeah, the white doesn't stand out. I'd have to do a different label. If I did a different label with gold, then yeah. but it does go better with the white. You guys are all saying white. Okay, so we're just gonna go with it, you guys. There's no wrong answer here, right? We just wanna get it put together. So it doesn't have to be so complicated, right? Hi, Heather Brenner. So what Carissa said about gluing this down is to find the white spots where the crackles in the paper are, and that will help to hide any of the glue that you put on the vellum. You guys like the white. Good. We're going with the white. She also said to find the spots where the gold embossing is, because that will help to hide any of this glue. Because you know, when you put glue on vellum by itself, you can see through. Okay, so I think I've sporadically glued this enough, and this is gonna fit right on here. So I really do like on this white, when it's on the white, you get to see the green. I feel like on the green, or on the purple, it got the green washed out. Hi, Kay Warren. Okay, vellum over purple over white mat. Yeah, now we glued this already. Okay, you guys. So we're going with this route, but here's another option that somebody just said. If the white label with purple or pink or even gold. Yes, absolutely. You guys, if I would have put some gold, the other thing that would have looked super cool is having the label be in black and then using gold embossing powder to stamp the words. So, like, you guys, there's so many options. The sky is the limit. I understand why people sit and like take 5 hours to make one card, because there are so many options when you make a card. I've heard you can't see the stamp and seal on the vellum. Okay, that works too. You know, sometimes on this kind of vellum though, you know what? I have a scrap of vellum. We're gonna test that right now, Jewel. So give me one moment. I have a scrap of vellum in the pack of, I want to see if that's correct. So in my vellum here, we have, we'll rip that off, and I have stamp and seal. What Jewel's saying is you can't see it. So if you look at it, you guys can see it. You can see exactly where it is. So you got to just be careful when you're adhering the any kind of adhesive for that matter on the back of vellum. I think you can see it. You just got to be discreet about it. So, okay, I love to pop things up. So I'm going to pop this entire purple piece up with the big dimensionals that I got in my pumpkin. And we're going to put that onto the polished pink. You guys, I have such a disaster. Oh my goodness. I would have to say, if you're doing this technique, you should make like 4 or 5 of them or 6 of them. As long as you've got all the supplies out and you're doing it, go for it. Do all of it. Like, do it multiples. Okay, so I should have done, let's see, did I press that down really good? No, I didn't. I want to do it the other way. So hang tight, guys. As long as you don't press down very hard, all my gold was going to get covered up. Let's just see what happens. I didn't want all of that. Hang on. That goes like that. So, okay. There was a big chunk of gold there, and it was going to get covered up. Okay. There we go. Okay. So now we'll have that. We had some ribbon, and there's different ways you can do ribbon. There's this one, like back here. Or you could do, like, let's see here. I'm trying to think. It's so pretty with that, but oh, I wonder if having it a bow. I just want a bow. You guys, how do you feel about a bow? We're gonna put that. We're gonna make a bow just to see what a bow would look like. So you guys know I'm like a bow queen here, and a cute little bow. might add to it. The gold leaves are awesome. I had that in my head. I thought about it. I was daydreaming about it today, about these gold leaves. I'm so happy they just popped right out too. So let's see what this flat ribbon, Lynn Beasley says. Okay, let's just see. I don't mind making bows. So I was thinking about putting somehow, you know what? We talked about this earlier. Don't fret. I'm gonna cut that off so it can go up higher. So that's like this, and then this guy, I wanted to have part of the leaf, like, did you see what I just did there? I was wanting to see part of the leaf tucked there, and then having the bow like that. How do you like that? I like it. It adds texture having that split apart like that. So where's my tear and tape? I'm gonna find that really quick. Yes, I cut the leaf, Mary. That worked. So now I'm gonna put this down on there. I'll come back and I'm gonna tuck my leaves down a little bit, so don't worry. This one's gonna get popped up with some dimensionals. You guys, I like the bow. I know you'll see when it's all done. Oh, and then we're gonna add some gold. Oh, the little sequins will be really cool. So this guy, we're gonna snip that off so you don't even know that that wasn't there. And then this is gonna come up like that. Okay, see it? And then that guy is going that way, he's going that way. And then you'll never know that that leaf was cut. We're gonna move that up a hair. And then we're gonna make room for that little guy. I want it all up a hair, you guys. We're gonna go up to the top of the card like that. So I got a little bit more room for my bow down there. Okay, now he should fit really good down there. Okay, I think I'm good with it. Oh, squirrel, right? I don't have all my ducks in a row because my squirrels are running all over the neighborhood. Isn't that something like what they say? You guys, I feel like I'm on the Married Gun Craft Roulette show. This impromptu stamping is getting me twice in a week here. Okay, I'm going with it down here. It'll be okay, you guys. I'm going with my gut. Okay, we're gonna put that here. Now we've got to secure our leaf down. Purple pastels, not sequins, good call. So I have them. I'll go run and get them, but now we got, this bow is flippy floppy all over the place. So now I'm gonna come back and secure it with little dots of glue, you guys. So if you would have put liquid glue all over this leaf and you wanted to move it, you would be ripping it apart and cutting yourself a new one. But because you put it down like the way, if you do it like the way I just did it, now you can glue it exactly where you want it without having to redo it. And I'm gonna glue this guy a little bit too so he doesn't flippy flop all over the place as well. So you guys, don't be afraid to cut apart your dies to get them to do what you want. You don't have to keep them exactly how they are. You saw I cut on that paper pumpkin card, I cut the leaves apart. And on this one too, I kept some of the pieces inside the die once I was done. But there is a gold right there. Get out of there, little guy. Okay, so pardon me for a moment while I get some gray poupon. No, I'm gonna go get some pastels. Just kidding. Just 10 seconds. Pastel pearls are up to order here. Oh, Carissa, it is the bomb dizzle. I love it so much. Okay, you guys got lots of scraps here of pearls. Let's use up some of these little boys here. Okay. Oh my goodness. You guys, would you be happy getting a card like this in the mail? Okay, I hope you say yes because I would. I used the paper pumpkin stamps. I pulled in the whole concept of the expressions in ink. There's pink pearls too. Hang on. Oh man, you guys, this is always the hardest part. Where do you put, oh, I think that might be good actually. 3 is good. Okay. So, how would you say I did for my first time? It wasn't so bad, right? Okay, I have a white inside too to go. And I'll bring in Carissa's card one more time so you can see. I love them both. Like, what's going to happen when you make a card with the alcohol like this and the blends, you're never going to get them exactly the same. They're going to look different. They're always going to be different. Oh my gosh, look at all the hearts, you guys. Look at all the hearts that are coming through. Holy Moses. Oh, I love it. Oh my gosh. Okay. Very, very lovely, Ethel says. Oh my gosh. Okay. How many of you are going to go and try this now? Thanks, Carissa, for all this inspiration and all of the hand holding. Oh my goodness. So, okay. I'm curious. How many of you are going to go try this now? Like, I would never have tried this except for Carissa did this for her swap card, and then she walked me through it. I hope that I walked you guys all through that to show you it's not rocket science. There's no wrong or right way to do it. You just have to practice. That whole gold accenting on there, like, totally blew me away when she told me that, because it's very faint on hers, but you can add as much or as little of that gold accenting as you want. But you guys, there's only a little bit of stamping on here. It's all that technique. So I think Kelly's going to be doing a technique Thursday, and she's going to be pulling this together as well in the near future. So, oh my gosh. Okay, so there are some cards inspired by, so these were the paper pumpkin ones, just to recap. These were the paper. So you see it's got that same look for that. And then bringing in Carissa's card. Oh, I'm going to try to do this all with 2 hands. Pastel pearls were awesome. Look at that. Okay, you guys, look at all that beautifulness. Holy Moses. One of my pearls fell off. Actually, it didn't. It's right here. 1, 2, 3. I got 3 on there. Thanks. Oh my gosh, you guys. So much prettiness right there. So I don't think I could top this paper pumpkin alternative. No worries, Susie. All good. You know what? If it would have been missing, then I would have been able to look for it. So I always look for you guys to tell me when I'm missing a screw or something. So, oh my gosh. So Anna added on the, you guys, Anna and Carissa, you guys, you got me. Carissa added on the opal rounds here to her cards. Here we've got the opal, like the sequins, and then here we added pastel pearls. So I don't even think you guys could pick a favorite. They are all so awesome. So Carissa, thank you so much for all your help and inspiration. Everybody give a round of applause to Carissa for inspiring all of us tonight with this paper pumpkin. Oh my gosh. Like, I'm so excited that this all came together like it did, because these alternatives are always the hardest for me to stamp on the fly. So another round of applause for Carissa. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, okay, so what's coming up next? We're going to have Tip Tuesday tomorrow for you. And then Kelly will have Technique Thursday. And then I will be live on Thursday the 1st for the Beauty of the Earth class. So what I'm going to do is I completely dropped the ball on figuring out how many of you subscribe to Paper Pumpkin through me. So I have to look through my records and see who got the June kit and paid for it through me. I know a lot of you are watching and you get it through yourself or you get it through somebody else. But I want to help encourage the people that got it through me and also reward them. So I'll go back and we'll do a live drawing on Thursday night for the mystery card, right, Sandy? Oh my gosh, yes. So we'll do a live drawing on Thursday night for a winner for the paper pumpkin who gets them from me. Sandy just reminded me, oh my gosh, I almost forgot about it. But yes, tomorrow night is mystery night at 5 p.m. You guys are going to get me a lot this week. You get me Monday, Tuesday, twice, Thursday, Kelly, Thursday. Like, that's a lot of lives. And then I have a big class on Wednesday night. So it's a week full of stamping. Yeah, so Thursday night's going to be big, full of prizes. We're going to do I'll give a prize for the paper pumpkin. We're going to be doing the top band drawing. We're going to be doing the monthly creative challenge giveaway. We're going to do the class card challenge giveaway. And then the newspaper drawing will be announced, or the newsletter drawing will be announced. So there's lots of stuff going on Thursday after the live. So Yeah. And the cards on Thursday are beautiful. They're the beauty of the earth, the 4 different seasons that I get here in Wisconsin. So yes, oh my gosh. You guys, I think I froze again. So, all right. Oh, and then I unfroze. Okay, so I flipped it down and then I'm good again. So, all right, you guys, I think I'm gonna go try on bras, to be honest with you. I have a girlfriend who sells the new thing, the ruby thing, and I have been meaning to buy, this might be too much information for you guys, but I'm gonna clean up my crafter math and go try on bras because a girl needs to buy bras more than once every 5 years, right? So wish me luck is not ever a fun process. I think we all can relate to trying on clothes and new articles of apparel. So I'm gonna clean this crafter math up and do that and have a little fun. I haven't hung out with her for probably since January or February. So we're just gonna hang out and hook this one up with some new bras. So, all right, anyways, on another note, you guys are gonna ask me tomorrow night, how did the bra shopping go? So I'm blushing, I think. So, all right, you guys, lots of sunshine and love and hugs too. We'll see you tomorrow night. Love you. Bye.